What's happening, everybody? I hope you're having a great night. It's fucking Friday, and I have to sneeze. So,
hello. Wow, you just said you ready? Hello, everybody. I'm
sorry.
like, damn, dude. You
it
just
got me.
jumped
Something
right
got
in.
me real quick. It's probably the bug spray I had to put on.
No, there's a
No, I think
ragweed is moderate.
Fucking ragweed.
Apparently, a lot of people are allergic
Dude,
to
I
it.
did 3 years of allergy shit. Ragweed ain't doing it. It was probably, I think it's the 14 coats of lacquer that I had to put on my body because of the mosquitoes.
All natural.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having
All
a good
natural.
night. Tears.
DJ said first. Davey said first.
Davey said first.
And then he said, damn it.
Hola. Jess, what's going on? Davey.
Kayla.
Alex, yo.
Ruben and Jess. Hello, lovely.
You guys are having a great night.
Alex, what up?
We're back to Friday night. Tonight, next week, we'll only have the Wednesday show right away. And then we'll probably drop something a little bit different.
This is all news to me.
Because, well, no, I'm thinking, so we travel to New Hampshire next week.
New Hampshire.
My nephew's
excited about a ghost tour.
My 26-year-old nephew's getting married.
So young.
To his, well, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he really? Because I got married at 30 to you.
That's totally different.
4 years.
That's a lot of growth.
And then I thought about this. I was like, holy shit, I was engaged to another girl altogether. At that point, I was like, I did not have my shit together back then. No.
But they've been living together for a while, and they both work full time. They're high school sweethearts, so.
Well, he's a high school dropout, sweetheart. So it's all good.
They started dating.
I don't know. You know,
what
what are you going to do? I mean, you got to have your first try anyway, somewhere.
Oh, shut up. Dude, kick your ass.
It's all good. Rebecca's a good woman. It's all good. She's 19 now?
Yeah, she's 19.
How old she is?
She's like 22.
Yeah.
22, 23.
Probably
23?
24.
Almost 24, I think.
I have no fucking old. The only reason
I don't even know how old you are.
I'm
much less somebody else.
I'm 46. The only reason I know how old my nephew is because his birthday's 3 days before mine. So he's always going to be.
Oh, I didn't know that.
20 years.
So he's the August 9th?
Almost to the day, yeah. So welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Check it out on iTunes, Instagram, Spotify, all the fucking places. Go out and hit the like button.
Oh, you got to give me 3 Hershey kisses.
I'm not getting up.
Come on, give me 3 Hershey kisses.
My back is so stiff.
Come on, get 3 Hershey kisses. You're right there. In case the whiskey sucks, I need them.
Okay, fine. Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourself. Can you finish doing the intro?
Where were you?
Just go through where you find it.
So you guys, you know all the places you can find us. I don't know why I do this, but you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio.
I didn't say that one.
Oh, are we on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said I didn't say that one.
iHeartRadio.
They already covered it.
You know where to find us.
What are you guys doing tonight? You just hanging out at home, hanging out, chilling, drinking some beers?
Hanging out.
Drinking some whiskeys. Cheers, everybody.
I'm super excited that there's only 3 more days of work in my life before I'm off for like 12 days.
12 days. Oh, my God.
Wednesday, Thursday.
We are literally going to New Hampshire. It's been 2 years since I've seen my family. I think it's been 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the fuck did we go back to New Hampshire last? It was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So
we went for your birthday.
It'll be fun. But we're going to do some fun shit out there.
I'm super excited.
We'll share a lot with you guys.
I'm going to do a ghost tour.
A couple of ghost tours.
And we're going to go. I'm going to have to drag Greg screaming and crying because he's apparently a little bitch. But I want to go check out in his brother's little small town. I'm sure there's a graveyard.
Barnstead, New Hampshire.
I think that we should.
All right. So if you've ever been to New Hampshire, Barnstead is not a town you've ever heard of.
I mean, you drive through it. If you blink, you miss it.
They don't have a stoplight.
They have a pizza place, though.
They've got
in the convenience store, but it's still pretty damn good pizza.
They've got a pizza place in the convenience store.
But it's yummy.
It's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's not like they have a Pizza Hut in their convenience store. They have like
it's just a local
pizza dude.
joint. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk shit about that pizza because that pizza is dope as fuck.
It's her first time having a beer in at least a month. What is she else? She's been drinking something else, right?
She's been drinking something else. She just been like doing mushrooms the whole fucking time. What's going on? So thank you guys.
I like how Alex said, Jessica, same.
Real quick at the top, I do want to just reiterate, go out to Allison's GoFundMe, if you don't mind. If you can, donate a little bit. Can't, share the fucking post. We talked about this on Wednesday. She was bitten by a dog, bit off like a third of her fucking ring finger. She's going to have a long way
It's her
to
right
go.
hand.
It's on her right hand. I thought it was her ring finger.
I could have sworn she said, I'm going to have to get good at that with my left hand or something. No, you didn't see where Rustic Work said, the good thing now is you have a permanent shocker.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's got a permanent fucking.
Gotta find the silver lining. You gotta find the silver lining in
this-
everything.
I was like, as soon as I see her, I'm throwing her one of those Chinese finger traps.
You're so
I'm
mean.
Right? I mean, you're going to throw her a fucking Chinese finger trap and be like,
American Retro
let's
said,
go,
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Right? So, if
Yeah.
you can, otherwise just share it out. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate that. And as with Dave, they're as close to family as we can have without actually being family. So just
They're
like a lot of
family.
you guys, So the other thing I just want to do is a shout out. I just realized today is September 23rd. I realized this earlier today. This was 33 years ago today. My brother passed away, which it doesn't
33, that's
normally
crazy.
kind of fall on like anything for me. It's just kind of one of those days you start thinking about it.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of friends, and there's a very specific friend, AJ Gamble, who's going. I don't want to say he's going through it. You're always going through something like that, right? But his brother passed away a couple of years ago, and he posted this out so that he, it's a struggle sometimes, right? And even after 33 years, it's still a fucking struggle. Because like, what's he missing out on, and what could we be doing, and those sorts of things. So it's just a shout out to anybody that's lost anybody. It's one of those things. So shout out to my brother again. A cheers. Real quick. Cheers, honey.
To your brother and to AJ's
and
brother.
the AJ's, right? So we love you guys. I really do think about that stuff a lot.
Ruben said, just buy her gloves. I'm sure she'll be pissed.
But
Jessica said cheers.
So what I'm
to
going
the
to do
boys.
is I'm going to cut the goddamn fingertip off.
No, what you have to do is you have to sew it. You have to sew the flat down.
Down.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you're
The
missing an
sleeve.
arm, you sew it up. Do we do that?
I'm not. You can't tell her I helped whatsoever.
Is it an MJ, like a like a studded one, like the sparkly one?
I don't know.
Do
Do
we
they
do a
even make
spark-
those?
Yes. I
Oh,
guarantee.
like the Michael Jackson.
Jackson
the
one.
silver one.
And just like fold the finger back.
She's give her a little time. She'll find it humorous eventually.
Perhaps mittens are a smart choice. The stretchy fingers ones.
The holy finger
remember
ones.
the ones that are only like this.
The holy finger ones.
Yeah, but remember the ones that are only like this big?
Yeah.
And then you put them on and they go full size?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I never got the science behind mittens because I had them at Colorado Springs and my hands were fucking
Snowboarding
freezing.
and skiing.
But they're fucking freezing still.
No, because normally like
The yarn ones I was still freezing.
Yeah. But the good ones, you have like the insert and then you have like it's a fingered insert.
Well, why would you want to ski or snow with a mitten on? Because you actually need your hands.
Well, you can take off the outer shell generally, like in a good pair, like a Dakines or something like that, right? Or North Faces, right? We learned a lot, right?
Not as much as we would if we would have stayed
And
longer.
technology got
but
better, so
I was freezing
I
my
don't know.
ass off, so we got the hell out.
I don't know. It's
Went
all
back to the
good.
desert.
So cheers to anybody.
Davey said he lost my dad
Everybody.
in 2010. It's a pain I wish upon no one.
Yeah, absolutely. So Davey, I hear you, man. Cheers to your dad. It's one of the, it's like DJ
Prosthetic
lost his
vibrator.
mom. There's a lot of people. That's one of the things. It's like the shitty part about it. It's like we're gonna lose people, and it's celebrating them, and you can never know. So it's always one of those things. To give fucking everybody a hug as you walk out the door, right? So, all right.
Did you see American Retro? He said, I wonder if they could sew on a prosthetic vibrator. That would be a go.
With your ring finger, though, how awkward is that?
It's not awkward at all.
Show me.
I'm not going to show you.
Let's see, honey. Let's see a demo. Like, use a pencil.
No, it's not going to be. He's not talking about a super long one. He's talking
Just
about
like
probably one that's going to be the same size
Oh, like a
as
thumb,
the rest
like
of her
a
finger.
like a lipstick vibrator.
Yeah, but on your finger. Anyways. All right.
I'm thinking through this.
Personal massager, Ruben says.
There you
mean
go.
Personal massager.
But it's just got like a little rollover.
It is convenient. Yeah. Yeah. What are the cons?
There's really none that I can
I
think
don't
of.
think so either.
Because she could rub your back and be like, "Zzz." Brian's gonna get a zzz, right, and it's still you could get it. Maybe you can get fingernail polish painted on it.
Stop.
It's bionic fucking finger. We love you, Allison.
We love you.
I hope you
Allison.
know that.
She
We're not
does.
making
She
fun of you.
knows.
We're trying to lighten the.
Some levity.
Yeah, you got to bring some
serious
levity into
situation.
it, right? So go check out her GoFundMe. So fucking Harambe is going to come back. So hallelujah. Harambe is coming back. My phone is not coming back. My phone is dying. A slow goddamn death because even the port over here, like I don't normally complain about a lot, but
I just tell you, you should take my charger and I should take your charger until you can get a new phone.
But you use it during the day. I can't just leave my phone lying on a goddamn table anymore. So it literally got the update, and then I think I got beach sand in there or something.
That phone is close to 6 years old.
Okay, so it's lived its useful life.
It's had its heyday and then some.
I don't know, whatever. So Harambe's had his sperm.
I like how that's not how they got his sperm, but I like how you did that motion.
Harambe's sperm was collected after he died so he can continue his bloodline.
Is there this article from?
This is from Lad Bible. Okay. This is all over the internet, though.
Yeah.
Like, I found it everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So.
Your everywhere and my everywhere must be very different.
No, it's actually everywhere.
Okay.
You just Google Harambe sperm. Jesus Christ.
That doesn't mean it's everywhere. That just means you literally
feed everywhere.
You literally went and looked it up.
If you're a fan of memes and particularly of Today I Learned a Fact, then you might want to pin your ears back because the tales focus on one of the goats. So basically, somebody, I don't know, it's just the intro fucking dumbass line, right? So I'm reading this off Lad Bible.
Long live the real king.
The real king, exactly, right? So in 2016, he was shot because he was trying to protect that kid, which is weird, right? You know, he's like, he wasn't going to eat him.
It was a government cover-up.
Think it was?
Mm-hmm.
They sniped him from like a long way away. They sniped him.
Why would you snipe him?
Dude, the little boy was like right next to him. That's a pretty goddamn close shot. They took the gorilla out.
They should have just knocked him out, took the baby, and left the damn gorilla alone.
But what if so this is the other side of it, right? What if they just pissed him off and he just ripped the kid to pieces?
He wouldn't rip the kid to pieces.
But you don't know this. I think that was their fucking problem. So Harambe, basically for the child safety, a large adult male gorilla is a dangerous prospect, right? We all know that, but he was holding on to the kid. I remember it.
I do too. It's very sweet
I posted
and gentle.
Ross's video out earlier in tribute again. Probably like the 30th time I've done that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people just don't get it. So, piece of positive news: Harambe's bloodline will not die with him because his sperm was taken after the death, so that there may one day be a pitter patter of
Can
tiny
you take sperm
gorilla
after the death?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay,
I guess it's got a window
how
of
long
time
after
to stay
do you have to
alive.
jerk that thing off?
They didn't jerk him off. They stuck a needle in
to
there
make
and
sure
got
that
it out
you
that
get
way.
like viable.
First
cum.
of all, that you can't jerk off a dead wiener.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if you pumped blood flow through?
No.
Does the muscle still stiffen?
No, because the brain has to get aroused.
No, it's a muscle. Like I can tense up a muscle.
You have to think about tensing up that muscle.
No, what if they
go,
just hooked up electrodes to it?
Okay,
and
this
went
is stupid.
Bing, right? No. And then there was like somebody was assigned
they stuck
to
a needle.
Like,
if they really did this, they stuck a needle.
Harambe.
They stuck a needle and they pulled out samples.
Dead Harambe. I don't know. That's very sad. Either way, despite the fact that Harambe was 17 years old and had not reached breeding maturity.
All right.
At the time of his death, Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Gardens director Thane Maynard said at the time, "There's a future."
Right, Jessica? Exactly. Thank you.
It's not the end of his gene pool. So I'm just saying, hallelujah. Can you sing it? Do you know how to sing the song?
Hallelujah. Yeah, you don't go to church. You don't know how to sing it.
No. Like, and then I went to a Catholic church, so they say it in like Latin.
They say "Omida Samida Samida."
Yeah.
Omida Samida Amida.
All I know is like her church. When the first time I ever went there, they
wasn't my
this,
church.
And I
it
was
was
like,
the non-denominational.
"What are we doing?"
Church.
What I'm like,
people are praising the Lord. They're lifting up.
I went to Catholic church that we didn't.
They don't even talk. People aren't allowed to sneeze. They can't even breathe in Catholic church.
Pretty much right. Yeah, you kneel down.
Like
you
kneel down, stand up, kneel down. Stand, go. I'm gonna hey, and then Hail Marys and
Osgood slaughters on my left knee, which means as a kid I had this giant bump on my knee.
You're so broken.
Kneeling down.
They were padded.
No. They were padded 30 years ago when the fucking church was built.
Before you had to kneel
And
on
now
them.
you have 90-year-olds or whatever that have beaten the living shit out of that padding. They don't
if a
replace
90-year-old can get down on their knees to pray, you can get down on your knees to pray as a child.
You singing the new Tyler Childers? I have no idea what that
What is that?
I don't know. Send me a link. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure.
It's such an exciting topic to jump in on. Harambe.
Harambe. We already talked about you.
All right. Moving on.
Just be happy that Harambe's death isn't.
I mean, I couldn't.
It's
It
not
just
wiping out
it
his
made my
lifeline.
year.
You guys want to hear something pretty controversial?
Can you take off? Oh, there you go.
Okay, this one's might piss some people off. It's just fucking weird, is what it is. I gotta find the story. I couldn't send this article to myself, so I had to go out and actually find the article. This is on Fox News. They're pretty much the only one sending this article out, right? So remember, I came home this afternoon and I was like, I heard this little blurb on
Oh, yes.
like Fox News, like channel 115 on Sirius. Like I flicked through all the news channels and stuff like that. Just trying to get a little caught up, trying to hear some shit talked about, really, right? Parent panel sounds the alarm on teacher badges linking to sexually explicit content. Now, this is where the fucking weird shit happens, right? So you guys may have seen this. Yeah, Bill, your studio does look dope as shit. Hillard Schools superintendent said the badges provided a measure of safety and inclusion for all students. All right, we're going to dig into this. The parents in Hillard, Ohio, are frustrated with the school district for allowing teachers to wear QR code enabled badges that link to a website that shows sexually explicit material. Right? Okay, so you're thinking, all right, like how to put a condom on. That's one thing if you're
A health teacher.
14 and you're a health teacher. And granted, I grew up a long time ago, never worn a condom. Just kidding. But whatever. The National Education Association and its local affiliate, and if you haven't seen this, Google Fox News and fisting, because that's how I fucking found this article. Fox News fisting. I'd never thought I'd have to put those two fucking terms. Fox News,
I didn't know Fox is going into porn.
They aren't. They're talking about it though.
The school is going into porn. Okay, so keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So the NEA, the National Education Association, and its local affiliate in Hilliard have been providing staff in the school district with QR code enabled badges as a way to reach out to LGBTQ plus students, according to local reports. The code links to the NEA LGBTQ plus caucus website and resources from gender activists. I'm giving you this background because it's important.
Okay.
Like these are the resources that it's going to reference back to, right? So these websites and resources from gender activist organizations, including Scarleteen, Sex, etc., Gender Spectrum, the Trevor Project, and Teen Health Source. Education activist Christopher Rufo recently highlighted on his website. Said my reaction, this is Christopher Rufo saying this. Or no, I'm sorry. My reaction is I'm horrified. These badges imply any teacher not wearing the badge is not safe. It also implies that teachers wearing the badges are somehow licensed to speak to our children about sexual identity. Be very clear. Like your kid can do whatever the fuck they want as long as you've had that conversation as a parent, right? This is where it's going over the bounds, right? So the QR code does go to some very inappropriate material that even for a teacher, they would not be able to utilize that in the classroom. And as you saw, students do have access to the QR codes. This is what it goes to. One of the linked resources, Teen Health Sources, Queering Sexual Education, promises to empower youth. It includes a how-to guide for performing. This is where it gets fucked up. Anal sex, bondage, rimming, domination, sadomasochism,
Wow.
muffing, and fisting.
What the hell's muffing?
I have no idea. One of the materials offers instructions on how to put a whole fist or hand inside a person's vagina or bum. Right? The badge has a QR code that once scanned takes you to the website that is extremely appropriate. And these are on teachers' badges.
Interesting.
Right? So the thing that I'm getting at is what the fuck?
Okay, so they don't need to know about
Any of that.
Well, no, okay, so
you don't like
maybe some of it.
in school.
Yeah, it depends on the age too, but they definitely don't need to know about as a teenager fisting.
They don't need to know about any of this shit. They need. This is my
There's
opinion.
some they should know.
Okay, so what would you say?
You learn about intercourse when you're in high school.
Yep. Okay. Intercourse.
So anal sex is intercourse.
Now.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's intercourse, but do you need to teach kids that? No.
Well,
No.
so okay, would you let me
There's certain things you can learn like when
So
you
why can you learn about vaginal sex but you can't learn about anal sex?
because it's the devil's
Go
playground.
quiet. Devil's playground that 90% of men want to
No,
do to women.
my
first of all.
idea, okay, so maybe this is me and I'm speaking for me only, right?
Right.
Is okay, how does a kid, sorry,
Porn.
how does a woman get pregnant? Okay.
That's not all
Sperm,
you have to worry
egg,
about.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
that's not all you have to worry about anymore. You have to worry about sexually transmitted diseases. You have to worry
so you
about
get into that.
injuries. You
But
have to
okay,
worry about
what happened back in the day with you? We had AIDS. Like I was at my high school, I was in a small group of folks. Like there's a lizard crawling up the window. He just ate a bug. That's awesome.
I thought you were gonna say he's in the house. You almost
Nope,
made me
just ate
lose
a
my shit.
Fucking bug. But
Focus.
no, I started the AIDS awareness program at my high school,
Okay.
right? With like 5 other like different
People.
students from different grade. And I think I was a sophomore at that point. right?
Okay.
We had a big seminar or a big like, in the gym kind of thing. We brought in folks. We learned a lot about it, right? And all of that stuff. This is back in like, when I graduated, 94. This would have been like 92, right? So I'm all for like sexual education, doing those sorts of things.
Here's the thing that I don't think
But
is sexual
this is a
education.
different
I think
fucking
that teaching
story.
about fisting, about domination, about
BDSM,
BDSM or masochists and sadists, I don't think that needs to be taught in school.
none of that needs. There's no fucking
No.
place for it. All of that.
Muffin. I looked up.
What is that even?
I'm not
fucking,
gonna. Yeah.
like, we
muffin.
probably do it. I just
No,
don't even know what
you
it is.
don't.
Is it between 2 women?
It's between two.
Is that like scissoring?
No,
It's got to be scissoring, right?
no, honey. It has nothing to
Okay,
do with
read
women
it.
parts.
Let's hear it.
Penetration of the inguinal canal, e.g., with a finger or by pushing the testicles back inside it, as a form of sexual activity amongst trans women.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't get it either. I mean, I guess we could try to figure it out on
No,
you because you
that-
have balls.
No,
But
yeah, but no. But the thing is, it's like, okay, even if you wanted to
you
go,
don't need to know that.
even if
as
you want
a
to go
teenager.
anal or something like
You
that,
just really need to learn about
sexual
sex.
procreation, how it happens, how to be safe about it.
Right.
Those certain
I don't think you
things.
need to learn about there are
pretty
different
fucked up.
types of sex. That's stuff you find out as you get older and you've experienced some sex, and then
Granted,
somebody
I'm not
smacks
gonna
you
be
on
like,
the ass, and you're
"Hey,
like, "Oh, I
Mom,
like that."
Hey, Dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe that, but nowadays I think kids all have one of these fucking things.
Right. And maybe that's why they're doing it.
No, that's fucked up.
So, okay, so I want to make sure I understand. So the teachers have this QR code
Mhm.
on their badge,
Right.
and kids can go up and scan it.
Well, they've been told further down in the article, they're like, you can block over the QR code if you want
If you're not
to.
comfortable as a teacher doing that.
But think about it. Nowadays, they're not fucking.
Okay, so I have to share real quick because
Yeah.
I am so fucking hot right now. I discovered today that I have hot flashes.
Are you having another hot
I'm
flash?
having a hot flash right now. So fucking hot. It's ridiculous. And it's a different kind of hot. It's like a hot where you're like, who put a fire under
Are
me?
you gonna get angry at me all the time? now?
No. That's why I'm starting to take estrogen and progesterone so that it balances back out. But yeah, I found that out today. Woo! High-fiving on the hot flashes.
You guys are going to be able to go through Beth's menopause on a podcast.
I should go through menopause though if I have the.
Can we just
estrogen,
have you
progesterone.
just like log in every time you're having a hot? This is what it's like.
So I wonder if they get, because I've heard women talk about like these hot flashes and how miserable they are, and I get it. And I've only been getting them at nighttime.
Yeah.
And then occasionally once in a blue moon I'll get it while I'm awake. But
DJ said take your clothes off.
oh, okay.
I mean,
Next time. Something to
it's
consider.
one of those kind of shows.
Something to consider.
We'll probably have to switch over to our OnlyFans channel.
But
Live streaming.
they're bad, but they're not super bad. But like right now, I'm so fucking hot.
I can see you.
I'm sweating.
glistening.
Uh-huh.
So go back to the non-hot flash. But is that? I think it's fucked up that they're like
I think
those
it's some of it's a little
badges.
premature. And I think
Premature.
that you should have to have parents' permission in order to
It's
be
not
able to
premature.
teach your kids about all
Sexual,
the
like
extra.
I said, like putting
all
a
the-
condom on,
that's
doing
like
the things.
that's like going to. How many can I put this? That's like going to dinner and getting a steak as random sex, but then when you get the appetizer and the side salad and the dessert,
Okay,
those are all things you
your
don't
kid's
need
14.
in order to enjoy the
Your
steak.
kid's 14
Yes,
and they're 13.
right.
What if they're 10?
Well, it depends. That's why I said depends
What
on
if
what
they're 8?
age. What age?
It's the school district. It's on their
So it's on all ages,
on- yeah.
teachers, like
What if-
third graders.
yeah, what if
That's ridiculous.
right.
Although kids do
Like,
have sex
we think-
really early now.
So okay, fuck that. Doesn't matter.
they do.
But the idea is this: if it's high school students, okay, that's when you come into like sexual maturity and stuff. Generally, I mean, maybe not maturity, but you know what I'm saying. Like that's when you start experimenting more. You better not, in my opinion, if I had
Dirty
a
talk
fucking
gives
kid
Beth hot flashes. Yeah,
right?
no, nobody better be having that conversation besides me.
with
That's
a
my personal
fucking
preference.
8-year-old kid or something like that, or my 10-year-old, I will. Never mind.
You'll go to the school board.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Right? And you go like, I don't know. It's just one of those fucking things. So third grade, Michelle said, yeah, but third grade, exactly. I don't fucking, it's crazy.
Who said that?
Michelle's
Oh,
on
Facebook?
Facebook. Yeah.
No, third grade definitely. I don't even think.
No, it's fucking ridiculous.
I think high
And
school.
you guys can go search it. You can fucking find the article. I'll post the article. I don't care.
and we don't have kids, right? So somebody with kids might. At what age do
I'd be just as protective of my nieces.
No,
my
I know, but what I'm
nephews.
saying is, at what age?
We don't have to have kids to know what's right.
At what age, though, do you know that your kids are thinking, talking, and doing sex?
I think it's gotten younger.
I do too.
Probably.
Because phones, first of all.
Right. And then it's just like society's fucking gotten.
Well, they want
different.
everybody to grow up overnight instead of letting
TNA,
just
what's
be kids.
Yeah, and that's my fucking thing. It's just like don't force this bullshit on
Yeah.
the kids and don't start talk. They don't need to even know.
Or
about
maybe
it.
you start like a group. Like if that is who you are, then you start a group and you educate yourself outside of the
kind of on the
regular
similar
class.
We won't name names, but similarly, you had a conversation with one of your good friends.
Yeah.
About kind of a very similar topic. It was like, okay, am I LGBTQ, whatever, am I binary, non-binary, that whole thing.
I didn't
right?
have a conversation. She told
Well,
us.
no, that's what I mean. But you were having a conversation
Right.
about her conversation.
I think we talked about that a little bit before, though.
Did but you go like, okay, how do you deal with that? And it's challenging, but
And she
idea-
said she had to do a lot of homework.
yeah, I don't know, man.
that her
But
kid
if,
could
like,
understand.
fucking my kid came home and he's
Said,
like,
"Mom, Fisting today." I'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
I would literally go find that fucking teacher.
I'd go find the principal. Fuck the teacher, the principal. Shit rolls downhill.
Okay, yeah. So I would, or superintendent,
Somebody.
whoever it is. I'm happy I don't have kids.
Well,
Unfortunately,
you're happy you don't have kids, unfortunately. Wait, that's too.
because
That's like,
I would probably go off the fucking deep.
yeah,
end.
you would. You totally would.
Like if my brother had,
Actually, I'm lucky you
if
don't
my
have.
brother
We don't
still
have
had kids in school going, and he fucking, oh my.
I'm lucky we don't have kids because I'd have to like wrangle you in often. Often.
I'm just saying, I feel for you guys. It is. It's just a fucking interesting. It's a crazy ass time. And I heard that, like I said, I heard that just in like a 2-minute. And they on the QR codes for this school, they showed a link to anal fisting in or anal sex and physical. I was like, what in the actual fuck did I just hear?
Yeah.
I came home right away. I was like, I gotta fucking look this up. So this show's probably gonna get muted somehow.
Just Gigi said in the 80s in my public middle school, we had sex ed and the PE coach explained to us how to masturbate.
What? That's going overboard. See,
no, it makes sense because
you
start
literally figure it out yourself.
You start masturbating when you're young. I don't know.
So as a
maybe
boy,
mine did it because Gigi and I are very similar in age, so maybe they did it in mine too, and I just don't remember.
Okay, so as a boy, you don't need somebody to teach you how to fucking do it. It's like hardwired in. You just put it in anything you can. And this right here, the old claw hammer is the fucking closest thing to you, right? So you do that, right? And then you start going from there.
Not a bad idea focusing on rubbing one out.
Oh,
I
a
agree.
pillow. That feels pretty fucking good.
A pillow?
Yeah, you're in bed.
What are you?
You wake up with morning wood. You're like, yep, we're going to try that out.
What are you, a beagle?
Yeah, basically. When you're fucking like 12 years old, 13 years old, you're worse than a beagle. You're like, what's the horniest dog out there? I don't even know. There's probably one.
Well, I say that because Dana had a beagle. Dana had a beagle named Pirate.
I remember.
And he would rape and pillage our pillows on a regular basis. I'd be like, you owe me a new pillow and pillowcase.
So this is the thing for parents out there. If you don't already know this about boys, when you go out of the house and you have a 12 or 13-year-old, they're doing that everywhere. Like they're just running into things and they don't even know what the fuck they're doing because their brains are all scrambled. At that point, right. So
I have to tell you that Bill said my 6-year-old kid walked in on me being tonsil deep in Mrs. S cervix was too much of sex ed for him for the next decade.
Good for him. That's how you should just traumatize a child.
I walked in on my parents having sex once and I was like 18 and that traumatized me. I can't imagine a 6-year-old. He probably thought you were hurting mama. Don't hurt mommy.
We had sex the other day and I was worried about our dog in the bathroom. I was like, should we leave him in there? Should we put him in the other room?
I was like, just get on with it. Leave him the fuck alone. Let's go. Come on.
I'm like, oh, but Bomber, we're going to scar him. I'm like, he's a fucking dog. Right? You go like, I don't know.
He doesn't give a rat's ass as long as he's got a cool place to
Let's
lie
do our
down.
whiskey. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's kick off. We got
Thanks
a
for announcing
whiskey
to everybody that
review.
we had sex the other day.
It's okay. It's a natural thing. Right? It's a
Oh.
very natural thing, but I was worried about
Jessica
Bomber.
said she didn't know about masturbation till her 20s. Oh, Jessica,
don't
you're
believe you.
bullshitting, right?
Yeah. No, you didn't know it was called masturbation.
There you
were just
go.
like, I was just bumping into shit with
And then
my-
Bill asked Gigi if she can recreate that class. She said, sure.
What was her class?
The masturbation, when her PE coach taught them how to
Oh,
masturbate.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, just do it on video, but without hands, without the face in the video, right? You just.
They already have that on porn. You can just go watch them masturbate.
Well, we
on
need
porn.
the 80s version, so you need the super, or 90s or whatever it would be, right? Where it's all like VHS style. I think there's actually an overlay for that now. Can you
There
throw
is.
some ice in there, Betty?
There is, and because Kesha uses it when she does her scary show.
Right. So we're doing Whistle Pig Piggyback
many ice
small
cubes you want?
batch 3.
Okay, I gave you 4.
All right, that works. Small batch, 50 proof, or 50% alcohol rather, 100 proof,
Oh,
bourbon
geez.
whiskey. This does not. So Travis earlier was saying this is based off for rye, but I didn't see anything rye based off this.
Well, if it's based off rye, I'm probably not going to like it.
It says
But let's
in
try it.
new American oak barrel, so pretty good. I need to throw up Beth's whiskey.
I thought you were saying you need to throw up. I was like, not on
review.
the set.
Beth's
All right, my
whiskey
hot flash is out.
review. Dun, dun, dun. And we got to go to Beth's whiskey camera. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I'll go a little light.
No, mine has more ice than yours. So
I just want to make sure. Okay. Just want to make sure that you're gonna like it before I give you too much.
Allison said she was 23 before she knew how to masturbate.
Dude, what is wrong with you people?
I don't think. I mean, she may not have known how to
Many
masturbate,
guys-
but
no,
she
no, no, no.
masturbated.
You didn't know how to do it right. You knew it felt
That's
good.
what I'm saying. Maybe
but
you
you
didn't
didn't know how to
know
do
what
it
it was. What
right.
it was.
Yeah. You didn't know how you're like,
You might
oh,
have even done it right, but you didn't know
like,
it was called
dudes
masturbation.
literally like I could literally just as a 12 or 13-year-old just bump
That's it
into
for a
something and I'd be finished, right? I mean, dude, guys, like literally you could be asleep and finish. What?
Gigi said she told us to find our clit, that it looks like an eraser.
She's not wrong.
That's what I'm cracking up.
Wrong.
Because I'm,
Right?
I mean, if you gotta
But wait,
you gotta
wait.
compare it to something. So
Were you
I
all
guess
just like sitting in a circle?
singing Kumbaya and learning about
Kumbaya,
masturbation and a clip.
Find your eraser. Wait a minute. That seems weird.
And Bill said they should do a skit where she's an 80s PE coach.
Pencil
and I'm a
eraser?
middle
Seems
schooler
like a
and you're
decent
being such a
comparison.
butch
It really
about
is. It's like-
masturbating.
but
I
it's
think he
like-
meant bitch, but he said
I
butch.
mean, here's a pencil eraser, right? So, depends on whose it is. I've seen some porn where it's like,
Seriously? Not their clit.
it looks like a dick. You
You
just
sure-
got to go out there.
sure
This
it
is
wasn't a
definitely
dick?
a rated
Sure it
R
wasn't a
show
dick?
tonight. No, there was, I think, I don't fucking
And Bill
know.
said a pencil eraser. Seems like a decent
know,
comparison,
so-
yes.
It is what it is. But again, just fucking, it's one of those things. Want to do another story
Another
real quick while we
lesbo.
wait? Or do you want to
Sure.
taste it?
No, I'm going to let it sit for a second.
Want to let it sit? Okay, we're going to leave
People need
this
to
up.
stop eating weird stuff.
Yep, I need to move this up. This is going to come over that for now. So there we go. So,
You forgot that I liked it when you make the picture big and us small.
well, no, I can do that when we do the
Oh,
other
when you
show.
bigger,
When-
fancier
when-
stuff?
No, when you plug in your
Are those
stuff.
bullets?
Those are batteries.
Seriously?
I got to get to the story real quick.
There's got to be like 30 batteries in
So
this
it's one of
person's
those things, you know how like people we've
body.
talked about like a million times where there's going to be one sentence in this story that you're going to be like, "Ugh," right? So, doctor finds 55 batteries in woman's body. Highest number
55.
Recorded ever.
So Guinness World Records. She just
She
broke the Guinness
theoretically
World
should,
Records.
right? So you know how like we've seen people with light bulbs up their asses. We've seen people with fucking like, you name it. Like they people put things and they swallow them. In this case, surgeons. You ready for the sentence? You ready for this?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
Surgeons milked 4 of these cylinders from her colon to her rectum, and then retrieved them from her anus.
How do you milk?
Would you like me to say that sentence again?
No, you're fine.
I'm going to do it anyway. Surgeons milked 4 of the cylinders from her colon to her rectum and then retrieved them.
Did she
from her
swallow 'em?
anus. She swallowed 55
God, and
fucking
batteries like in your stomach get eaten away and drop all
Cannot be a
their,
good fucking thing,
their
right.
acid into your
So
body.
The terms emergency and AAA typically connotate a roadside incident. Certain doctors
She
in
needed that
Dublin,
face.
however, are unlikely to
Right,
associate
Jessica?
the terms the same. 66, finding dozens of batteries from a 66-year-old woman's colon and stomach.
Sandy said, "What the f did I tune into?"
Dude, you
You missed the other part, but
rewind a minute.
so did she swallow that?
She swallows all these.
There was a
batteries.
show that was on. It was either like Discovery or where people ate weird things,
like a couch.
like the foam
Like this
of
one
the
lady
couch.
is eating like 2 fucking couches.
Yeah, the foam of the couch. She would be on that. She's
No, yeah,
66.
absolutely. 66, right? So we remember the one we did. She had a glass fucking.
A teacup.
Remember it was, but it was in her,
Her bladder.
urethra,
It was in her bladder.
and it had been encompassed in like all this stuff. But fuck, you're like what? So
Did they
it re-
say how long they'd been in her?
Let me find out. Let me go through this real quick. So a report in the incident published in Thursday in the Irish Medical Journal detailed
timing.
the
Yes,
patient's
indeed.
arrival at St. Vincent's University Hospital, where an X-ray revealed that foreign objects in her body, that there were foreign objects in her body. Miraculously, none were obstructing her gastrointestinal tract, which is fucking amazing. Doctors initially decided to wait in hopes that she would pass the batteries out of her body, though she was
Oh, good
she
gravy.
released 5 AA batteries in the first week.
First
Subsequent-
week?
Yeah.
How
Five.
long they leave
She
her?
still had 50 fucking more in there,
They let it sit in there for a week?
dude.
Wouldn't there be a danger of her, like maybe just
So that's all
maybe
that alkaline.
because
I mean, you've seen like the battery, like the shit, like you
yeah,
leave
yeah,
a
yeah.
battery
But
in
you,
like
your
something.
stomach acid, like that's why it's so dangerous when you swallow cocaine, because if it eats
Oh,
through
really?
the glove too quickly, you die, you OD. That can't happen if you eat a battery. Maybe metal takes way longer to break
Just
down.
get like, well, no, those only with lithium batteries.
What?
I have no idea. I'm just
Oh.
making shit up at this point. After realizing that her distended stomach was hanging above her pelvic bone due to the weight of the batteries, surgeons cut into her abdomen, and successfully removed 46 of them.
So she still had 4 left.
Yep. So unfortunately for all involved, 4 additional batteries remain trapped in the colon. As described in the
That's
report,
where the milking
doctors
happened.
milked them into her rectum to remove them from her anus.
Wow.
Note to
I wonder
self.
if it hurt to poop those out.
Jesus Christ.
What were they, double A's?
Could you imagine a
I
D?
mean, they're a D. I can't imagine
Fuck.
swallowing the D, first of all. Bump.
Sorry, Bomber.
I didn't even do it on purpose.
Wonder why Bomber was upset in the bathroom. He's like tucked in a corner. Like, no.
I'm ruined.
He
I'm
just
scarred
like
for life.
keeps rubbing his eyes.
Anyway,
you have
so I
allergies,
can't
huh,
imagine
boy?
like an A battery is like what, 1.5 inches?
Yeah, an inch and a half, but it's pretty. I mean, it's what, a quarter inch or what?
Okay.
Maybe
All right.
third of
Have
an inch.
you? There are some people that can't even swallow like big supplement pills.
Dude, I had 2 colonoscopies and that wasn't fucking fun.
Well, you didn't swallow anything besides liquid for the colonoscopy.
I know, but
That's
it's got
not
to
even
come out. What I'm saying
that's
is,
not even the same comparison. Like this woman swallowed something and then she had to pass it through her butthole.
no, they were milked through.
No,
her.
some of them passed on their own. 5 of them passed on their own.
I don't know. So note to self: don't put things where they don't belong.
Can't make this shit up. No, definitely not.
Yeah,
Sandy.
literally, like we've done I swear to God, over the past couple of years, we've done dozens of these fucking stories. Dozens.
Of
These
people
fucking-
eating
of
random,
people doing things,
putting random things in their
putting
body.
things in their bodies, like fucking people.
I
are
mean-
fucking crazy.
Sometimes accidents happen.
Yeah, I mean, there are the oops, like
Oops.
lost that up there. Okay, so that happens.
Yes.
Right? But the other end of it, literally, is
Maybe-
technology's gotten better.
I don't think you have to swallow batter. Like I wonder if hopefully they gave this lady some psychological medication or like put her in some therapy sessions or something, because that woman ain't right if she's swallowing 55 fucking batteries. Am I gonna like it? Nope. I can already tell you don't like it, so I'm definitely not gonna like it.
It's rye based.
Oh,
Give it a shot. Let's see. All right. So let me get out the
Ugh.
board.
I don't even like the way it smells.
Yeah. Well, see, whistle pig, but you guys know Beth doesn't like rye based. Just give it a shot. Let it sit in.
It's not that
It is
bad.
today.
Maybe
Fuck, we haven't done a review
23rd.
since August 12th, my birthday.
I told you it's been a little while when we did this today.
Holy
The
shit.
economy is the inflammation. The inflammation. It's not that bad, actually. Maybe you did me a favor by saying, "Ooh, you're not gonna like it."
Whistle pig piggyback. So this is, I mean, it's a good, it's not, okay. So I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
So Allison
But-
said, "My sister once was an ER nurse. She said you wouldn't believe the stories you hear." I'm sure.
We need to get her on the show. I want all the details of all the
All the
fucked up
deets.
shit that happens. Yeah, absolutely.
She
We
totally
need
could
to
write
have
a
like
book.
a medical panel of medical
She
fuck
said
ups.
in parentheses, "I accidentally slipped and fell and this cucumber went at my ass."
That's the light bulb situation, right?
that is
Like light bulbs.
the hamster.
Weird. Yeah, the hamsters just instantly get in frozen hamsters. Get
Frozen.
yeah, because do you really want a fucking live ham? I guess I don't know. Ask Alec Baldwin. I think he.
It
had a
wasn't
thing.
Alec Baldwin.
It
It was
wasn't-
Richard Gere,
Oh, Richard Gere.
and it was a tall tale.
Was it?
I don't know.
Or was it a short tail and a bunch of scratchy
Oh,
fingers?
we're on a roll tonight.
Goddamn right.
So I know
Ew.
that probably would have to be because having rats eat through people is a form of torture.
No, that's a rat, not a hamster. A
They're
gerbil. Do gerbils eat through things?
they're I don't know.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. Whiskey can.
I'm gonna go-
Where are you going, baby? What do you think? It's not. What do you give it? One more good sip.
It's very peppery.
Maybe it isn't as rye.
It's not as rye as the rye
as the
that
other
we
ones
have
we've
up
had.
there
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
that
wherever the fuck.
will never be
Like that
consumed.
Obon. No, it wasn't Obon. No, was it an Obon? I don't remember. think it was.
I don't know, but that bottle has not been touched since it went up there.
A lot
so
of
it
those
could not
bottles
have been.
haven't been touched.
The Oak and Eden. Oh, that was horrible. You can always tell the bad ones because they're more than half full. The good ones,
yeah.
The good ones are usually like the Buffalo Trace.
Well, that's just up here out of luck. Like we just forgot about it.
I'm going to say a 3.8.
Whoa. 3.8.
I wouldn't buy it.
Wow.
But if somebody said, "Would you like a glass of whiskey?" and they said
that's a 0.1 below the Oak and Eden, which was back in April. God
so
damn.
if somebody came up and said, they're like, "Would you like a drink?" Yeah. Would you like whiskey? All I have is Whistle Pig. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally.
But I'm not going to go out and spend money on it.
So you guys, when you come visit, we've got plenty of Whistle.
You can drink my Whistle Pig. It sounds dirty. Oh, somebody mentioned Beavis and Butthead earlier, and I want to tell you guys that Greg got so excited last night when we were eating dinner.
I got the books. Go ahead.
When we were eating dinner, I guess Beavis and Butthead are coming back on MTV.
No, Paramount Plus.
That's right, Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
They will be making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
They're gonna have new episodes out on
episodes on Paramount Plus.
All right, so this is how big of a Beavis and Butthead. I have the OG books.
And then I said he was 12.
Beavis and Butthead.
The only thing I remember is, are you threatening me? I never watched it. I think I might have watched it a
Hollywood
couple times.
And the Encyclopedia.
I think I might have watched it a couple times with you when we first started dating, just trying to be the cool girlfriend. And I thought, not that cool. Not that cool. Not going to do it.
Come on. I've had these for a million
They look
years.
brand new.
Dude, I've had them forever. This one's a little bit more.
You should probably hold on to those because they'll be worth money one day.
I'm trying to find the print date. The print date? Where? I got to look in here.
It'll be over by the publishing information.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking.
It's not that hard. It's a date.
1996. And that one? That one.
I've been married for 2 years.
That one came after this one. This one was 1994.
That's the year I got married.
It's almost 30 years old. The Encyclopedia, dude.
So stupid.
It's fucking awesome.
Greg's going to watch that after I go to bed.
Goddamn right
what
I am.
What they need to bring back is Ren and Stimpy.
I agree. I love.
I did like.
Well.
I didn't watch them as much as you did, but I did watch a little bit.
But it's just one of those things. It's like that
new episode every week. Alex said so. Alex is obviously also. Greg said. Sandy said that's awesome. Davey said they're already back. Beth's face is not a fan.
I just saw the preview the other day.
Not a fan.
Who said they're not a fan?
Me. Sandy said Beth's face is not a fan. Nope.
But
maybe she meant the whiskey.
No. If you're not a fan, she's not a fan.
I'm not a fan of Beavis and Butthead.
But you're not really a big fan of like South Park either. Like
no.
Like,
I mean, I don't get like that kind of humor is lost on me. I don't know why. I'm
just because
boring.
It's a little childish for you.
It's not.
It's really not,
because there's childish things that I find fucking hilarious.
Like Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, do. No, that one's not hilarious. That one's only funny because it's so annoying.
And I love that we were like in tune.
There's just like for me,
she meant the whiskey. Yeah.
There's very like my humor is very particular.
Yeah, none doesn't exist.
What an asshole. You don't have to worry about Bomber being scarred ever again with that kind of comment. No,
what do you find funny in life, honey?
You.
Good. I'm glad you're married to me for the rest of your life. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill you.
Weird. There's not one thing. There's just certain things. Like, so we watched The Spy Who Dumped Me, right? And you'd never seen it before. And I said, the fucking hilarious part of that movie
Jesus Christ. I didn't even know that thing existed until last night when I came home from jiu-jitsu. I was like, what are you watching? The funniest
part of that movie is where they're in an Uber in Europe and the guy is fucking wicked high. And so he's talking about how high he is, but then they start getting chased by one of the spies trying to kill them. And I laughed so hard. I cried.
Like
I mean, literally. So it's what's funny one day may not be funny the next day. It's just, I'm kind of weird.
How are we married? Like, I don't understand like how, like I laugh at like, take my good hand.
I laugh at that too.
No, but you were like, that's kind of funny.
No, I laughed at it the first time I saw it. The 50th time I saw it or heard it.
Every single time you see like, take my good hand, right? And he's got like the two little appendages. And then I see like Instagram. Never mind.
That
Right. And you're like, yeah.
Allison
same.
said she thinks she watched Beavis and Butthead when she was 12 or 13.
Eating cheesecake on a plane. Are you on a plane right now eating cheesecake?
No,
Michelle?
is it Michelle? Me. It's a whole story
Jesus Christ.
about when we were traveling for work one time. I was exhausted and my cheesecake fell in my lap.
Okay.
And we all busted we'd all had probably worked like an 18-hour day. We laughed about it, but then when we really started laughing, then I was like, fuck it, and just started eating it out of my
Like, I don't even give a shit.
I was like, I don't even care. My pants are dirty. I'm eating the fucking cheesecake.
No, that's fine.
So there's just certain things, like sometimes my books crack me up and I'm like, this is so stupid. It's funny.
Randomly blurt out this line. I'm like, what in the fuck Tourette syndrome are you doing? No, I understand that. That makes sense.
That line had reference to something you and I can't remember what it was, but Whiskey and Sunshine. And I said, hey, this line, Whiskey and Sunshine. I have a hat that says Whiskey and Sunshine. So it was not
none of it. I had no context. For
American Rustic said my wife hates Letterkenny.
Letterkenny.
What's that?
It's a show.
Oh, and I love it, but we laugh
I haven't really
at
watched
each other's jokes all the time. Exactly.
We laugh at each other all the time.
Like that, we watched that movie Underwater, and he was laughing, and they're like, "What are you laughing?" He was like, he always had a stupid joke, and he was like, "What did the fish say when it ran into the wall?" Damn, because it was a dam.
And you laugh, and I go, "This is the stupidest fucking movie." It was an entertaining movie, but no,
that was funny.
No.
So I just it changes from day to day what I think is funny. I think it also depends on my mood. Because if like I'm irritated,
your lack of estrogen definitely is fucking.
You think I'm gonna think everything's funny here
burn the
starting
house
tomorrow?
down probably later on tonight.
No, it's just you.
Like say your head's gonna start spinning around and shit. I'm like, does anybody have any this like extra estrogen lying around? Is that what it is, or progesterone?
No,
what do you
have
want?
to take
Which one do you
progesterone
need?
when you take estrogen. I need estrogen.
Okay,
but you have to take progesterone.
So how do I
when
get
you
you
estrogen?
estrogen?
It's a CVS. My one of the two was ready. I'm not going back to the store twice though, so I'm just waiting for them both to be ready.
Really?
Yes.
Do I need to go there? Do I have to Uber there tonight? Because I can't.
No, they're
drive.
closed. You need not worry, Mon Frere.
Mallrats, yes, good. Big,
What's Mallrats?
Mallrats is the
the cartoon. The cartoons don't do it
No,
for me.
not a cartoon.
Mallrats is a cartoon.
No. What, 1942?
Isn't the kid with the braces and the freckles and she got pigtails?
No, it's like the Clerks. No.
Oh, the Clerks have a new movie. They just had a new movie come out.
Yeah, it's part of that whole Ben Affleck when
Yeah,
he was like a fucking tool.
See, I don't think that's funny either.
No, never mind. He's still a tool.
No, he's not. He's married to Jennifer Lopez now. He's cool.
Is he married to Jennifer?
Yeah, they got married. All right, off the rails. All right, would you accept this previously used wedding or engagement
so this
ring?
is just the question.
Okay.
All right. So
tell me about the ring first.
So So the ring is this, and this is a idea for anybody. Right. I
don't know why I'm asking what the ring looks like because I'm probably still going to say no.
All right. So a long time ago,
right,
I asked a former girlfriend.
Wasn't it your grandmother's ring?
It was my grandmother's ring. And it wasn't that great of a ring, quite honestly. But I was poor. Whatever. I was hanging on. This is back. I remember I mentioned this in the beginning of the show. I was like kind of a dirtbag back in like.
You weren't a dirtbag. You were just immature.
I was immature as shit.
Yes.
I'd already graduated college.
Sometimes you still are, but
I was going through, I was living my, whatever.
Trying to live your best life.
I was thinking about this today, and because I was thinking about it for this story specifically, actually. And I was like, what stories do we have on talking? And I was like, I can talk about this because it's been 20 years almost now.
Longer than that.
Well, since
we've been married for 15 and together for like 18.
So maybe longer. Yeah, whatever. So I'm 46. So I was like 23-ish, something like that.
I think next month is 18 years we've been together.
God,
holy
damn it.
shit.
You're old as shit. What?
So are you then?
Oh. But no, the idea was this. So
I'll tell you what, that whiskey's kicking in fast.
My mom gave me my was it my grandmother's ring?
She's pretty smart giving it to you and not Joe.
Or my great grandmother's
he's had
ring,
so many.
Right. So, but it was old.
Okay.
Right. Old.
Do you have an article or is this just
I'm going to talk about this here in a second. But the idea was, and that's what made me think, that's kind of today kind of linked the two together. Right?
Okay.
So I was like, oh, fuck. Do I do this? Would I have done this if it was this scenario?
I think it depends on the woman,
Woman
too.
refuses to accept fiance's deceased wife's engagement ring.
Oh, yeah. Fuck no. Nope. No. First of all, that's sacrilegious against his wife.
The prior wife?
Yeah.
Prior fiance?
No, his wife.
The prior wife?
Yes.
But it was her engagement ring.
Still, that needs to be sacred. That needs to be put up in a beautiful box and kept or worn on a necklace or something.
Cock ring. Make it into it.
I said sacred. But
Sacrum.
I mean,
what do you guys think?
Wow.
I mean, is it cheap ass or
Cheap
does
ass.
he have so much invested into that? I agree.
No.
So I'm not
Invested my
saying that I
ass.
would use it. But my circumstance was like, it was my great grandmother's or I don't remember if it was my
You
great.
didn't even think
sent
about
it to my
giving it to
cousin.
me.
I eventually
you
sent
gave it to
my,
Ashley, right?
No, I sent it to Julia up in
Oh.
Colorado, which is one of the granddaughters.
Babies, yeah.
So it was my grandmother. So my grandma.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
cousin.
taken it after you given it to her.
So, woman claims she and her fiance are not at odds after he offered her the engagement ring he had once given to his dead wife.
I mean, I really think she needs to reconsider calling him her
Claiming
fiance.
her spirit told him she was sent to him by her.
I mean, that may very well be true. That could, that could very well be true, but you don't give her her ring. You don't give her your ring.
You sure?
Yep.
You don't?
Nope.
All right.
She can lead her all the way to you, and then you're like, I'm gonna buy you a new fucking ring, bitch.
But what would you? Okay, so nope. Like I can't even.
Nope.
Nope. What are you guys gonna do? What if you're poor as shit and that's the only
Cheap
ring?
ass. Why are men so stupid? Is what Jessica said.
Well, no,
should
people.
have gotten buried with her. American Restaurant said, and Gigi said 100% Matt. So
But what if she was in? What if her idea was like?
now, if they would
let's
no, so
just go off.
they
the
should
fucking
have
deep
probably
end.
buried it with her unless they had a daughter
But
or
I
a
was-
son
yeah.
that maybe they would want to
Like,
pass it
pass
down
on.
to.
So, but what if she was cremated? Does the ring get cremated? I don't know how that
Well, it
works.
depends on what you do. No, the ring wouldn't cremate because it's diamond. The gold would, but the diamond wouldn't, I don't think. But
But it
you
stays in the jar
either,
and
it
you throw
depends
that out
on,
in the ocean
it
or
depends on
something.
what you're going to do. Like, so my parents have, when they are both cremated,
Yeah, we're just
No.
gonna mix them together and we're gonna pour them in the backyard. and
no, they want to go at the
finally-
ranch. They want to be like go at the ranch. But some people actually bury the vase that the remains are in. So you could put it in there and bury it with her. If he's too broke to buy a new ring, we're not ready to get
What if
married.
he's missing a
Fuck
leg?
yeah.
What if he's
Jessica,
missing a leg
beautifully
and his
said.
dick and he can't?
Well,
there's
he's
no
obviously
hope.
not missing a
Can't
dick
get
if he has a fiance.
OnlyFans. Can't have double-fisted beer and whiskey.
I think that double fisted shit's getting to your head, stupid. I love you. That's so mean. I said stupid. I don't mean you're stupid.
It's okay.
I love you.
Oh, you love me.
Yeah, he
I love you, stupid.
I love you, stupid.
I don't know. But
Explain
it's
why
one of those
women
things-
live longer because we're healthier.
Yeah. No. So,
They have higher pain
but what if
tolerance,
it was
too.
like a 10-carat? Okay.
Nope.
So, how about this?
If you feel that
If
you
one of
don't,
the nope, fuck
if
off.
you feel that you
Stop.
don't need
I
that
found
ring,
the workaround. I found
No.
the workaround.
no.
It's the Queen's diamond.
First of all, you're never gonna get the Queen's diamond because it's in your museum being guarded.
Okay, fuck off. It's 15 carats.
No,
My
then sell
wife-
that bitch.
No, you don't. No, but it's a one of a kind.
It's okay to give it to somebody else, but it's not okay to sell it.
No, why would you sell that?
Why is it okay to give it to somebody else?
It's
then?
a unique canary gold
Nope.
J-Lo
Nope.
diamond.
Nope.
You
I will
wouldn't take
take
it?
a fourth of a diamond that is brand new and made.
That's what
just
you
for me.
actually have on
I
your
have-
ring.
I have no diamond on
Oh,
my
you
ring.
actually have a
actually.
fucking rubber band on your hand at this point.
I never
And trust
took it
me,
off.
she has her ring.
I do have my ring. I just never wore it because I didn't want to ruin it.
Never wore it. No, you wore it for a long time.
I
and
know.
You were almost ruined it like a million times.
And I don't want to ruin it anymore. It was like starting
so now
to
I
get
buy her
odd shaped.
rubber bands. Like that rubber band was like $20. I think I
almost-
can actually
it-
get around just buying
It
you a rubber
the other
band.
day I must have had too much water and it like I was washing my hands and it
What do you
literally
got? What would
flew
you?
across the
Okay,
room.
so dudes out
Extract
there.
the diamond and repurpose it.
So the
I
question-
think that's
the question
exactly
is this.
Allison. Nope,
Okay, so-
nope. Just stop, Greg. Nope, not happening.
Okay, so the question. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So we settled on that. Like we're not passing that ring. So you take the diamond out and
Repurpose it.
Okay, and
So
put it in a new ring.
no, maybe in a necklace,
Nah,
a brooch.
Okay, I'm finding another girlfriend.
Well, you got to find a girlfriend first of all.
Well, I don't have a
not a new girlfriend, and she can't have my diamond. If you give her my diamond, I'm haunting both of you.
If you say no to that ring, you're cut off.
Okay.
Especially if it's like 30 carats or something.
First of all, let's be realistic.
Diamond.
No normal human man's gonna have a 30-carat diamond.
No,
normal.
The queen's diamond. I already threw this out there. I'm not
Wasn't
talking.
in a ring. It was in a crown. First of all,
I take that scepter and I break the diamond. Right? I just break that bitch off. I'm like, here you go. But it was in Princess Diana's fucking thing. And it's just like
Jessica said, I'd rather have a
it's just like this. It's just like you're walking around like this. Like, oh,
I'd rather have a cute plain band than hand-me-down diamond from the wife I'll always be compared to. Bam.
That's exactly what Beth has.
What?
Cute plain band with a nice diamond.
No, cute without
that's
a diamond.
A rubber band.
I still think it's cute. It
she
says
has
love
a cute
on it.
Plain band with a nice diamond.
I do. Well, and my wedding band is really nice too. It has diamonds in it.
I know, that's what I'm fucking.
What I'm holding out for is a bigger one. I'm kidding.
If you keep wearing rubber bands every day, you're not getting shit.
I don't need shit.
Then you're not getting shit.
I don't need shit.
That's how we roll.
And I told you before, I don't want to replace that diamond because that's the one you actually proposed to me with.
Exactly. And I wear tungsten that I didn't think it'd actually get dull.
We need to get you a new ring.
But tungsten, $140.
We need to get you
How much was this? $140?
Not a rubber one like that, but the harder ones.
This is as hard as it gets.
No.
But bump.
So bad. What I need you to is emotional damage for me from that statement.
Emotional damage.
I don't have an engagement ring. Jessica agreed. Yep.
Beth got an engagement ring.
I did.
And
it was total surprise.
We did
we welded them. We soldered them. Yeah. And then we dipped them because they were yellow gold and we dipped them white gold. And now they're kind of odd shaped.
No,
and fading.
Gold,
well, and fading. So that's why I quit wearing it. Plus that, and every time I slept with it, I kept waking up with like.
We had them redipped like.
We've only had it
years ago or something.
No,
like
it's been way longer than that.
Yeah.
We got it redipped when we moved back to Phoenix in 13.
Fun of it. Like you afford whatever you afford, but it's just one of those things. It's like
should never give somebody a used ring.
So, but again, what about like?
Nope.
I mean, maybe, but it very specifically like your grandmother's.
Yeah, that's
like
different. Okay, so you
not
can.
Your dead wife.
That's an heirloom.
Yeah, not your dead wife.
That's an heirloom, not a used ring.
So that's the Queen Elizabeth.
That's an heirloom, not a used ring. So,
like, if I was married to Queen Elizabeth, I'm like, hey, baby, and I'm 109. I'm like, I got my 18-year-old girlfriend over here. Take this ring. She's gonna be like, yep, bitch.
Yeah,
because you're gonna die in like 7 seconds.
Like,
no, you're gonna die, and she's gonna be the queen at 18.
That's gonna be like Anna Nicole Smith.
Stupid shit not to do. How about this? Catching yourself on fire at a goddamn tennis tournament. Because
so it was a tennis tournament. I thought maybe it was a concert.
You think that your life is more important than anything else.
I don't like that.
You're not. It's the
longer
follow-up. That's
kind
of how I feel about it. But, I mean, I'll drink it and I'll give it to our neighbors and it's all good.
He'll like it.
Yeah. So this dude, this dumb nut, protester sets arm on fire.
Protester. What was he protesting?
Yeah, give me a second. Sets arm on fire on court hours before Roger Federer's last match.
I mean, that sounds about right.
I mean,
as far as protesters go.
But his arm's on fire. So he literally did this. He goes.
He sprayed it with
light. And then he burned himself. And that's your picture of you burning yourself.
And then he's freaking out.
Retard.
He was like, I'm on fire.
Right.
Yeah, fucker, you did it.
Fucking moron.
I want to know what he thought it was going to accomplish.
Okay, so this thing. This was I literally wrote this down. Let me write that. Let me read this statement. Okay. Stupid shit not to do, number 1035.
Words of wisdom. From
Light your arm on fire in protest. Unless you're a monk and it's self-immolation, no one cares.
What is self-immolation?
Have you ever seen like monks?
Nope.
Like literally, okay, you have a monk. They're fucking hardcore, right?
Okay.
They will literally go in front and they'll be like sitting in front of a fucking tank. They'll douse themselves and they will literally just sit there and fucking go into a trance and they will light themselves on fire.
And die.
Yeah. They don't move. They don't scream. They don't do shit. Right. That is called
That is the thing. That is the thing that they tried for a long time to try to do in surgery.
Right.
instead of
where you can
anesthesia.
Actually, it's fucking
Played
ridiculous,
stupid
right?
games, win stupid
100%,
prizes, David
bro.
said.
So a man invaded the Laver Cup in London on Friday and set his arm on fire right next to the net, just hours before Roger Federer was set to play. The wild scene just went down minutes ago during the match. So anyway, but I'm trying to I gotta get to. So security raced in to smother the blaze before they carried the guy off the court. No word on how the man is seriously injured. Dude,
Wait,
he caught his arm
How'd
on
they
fire.
put him out?
They smothered him probably with jackets, like you do with any fucking buddy that catches on fire. You throw fucking blankets on him, right?
Did they say when he was protesting?
Okay, so yep.
Was he protesting tennis?
Though his shirt read "End UK private jets," United Kingdom private jets,
Like the ones they take to the world, like the
ones that every single fucking rich person takes, every fucking single place.
when they go to their global.
Yeah, like like Roger Federer owns like fucking probably a couple planes because he's a bajillionaire. Makes sense. Oh, like and Al Gore, the guy that's in charge.
Well,
that
what was the
created
summit?
internet.
The Eco Summit, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They all
yeah,
take
the
their own private jets.
EAU,
Like
those
what he's
things.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, those ones.
But what
Ones
was
where they all
burning
fly.
supposed to like? Was that a youth? Not a. Was that
It's a bitch ass move to try.
But is it
and
supposed to be like the world burning because of these private jets? Like, what was the symbolism?
the symbology?
The symbolism of catching his arm on
I
fire.
love the fact that you're using big words.
It's called reading.
Makes sense, right?
Hashtag reading.
No, especially with this guy, like Greenpeace, burn yourself to death. But only just
They're not even that stupid.
dude. Could you imagine if I caught my arm on here?
Oh, dude,
a lot of
you
hair
have
on
so
that.
much tinder right there.
Yeah,
You wouldn't even need an accelerant.
I don't think I do. Want to try it?
No,
Okay,
because we're not stupid.
okay. That's true. No,
Is that worth bringing
Gigi,
your arm
no,
over?
no, no,
Gigi,
no.
no.
no. This guy's. a
I
fucking
feel like there's
retard.
not a whole there's not a like this for me to burn my arm over something. It's got to be
So
seriously.
you know that
like,
dude threw like some lighter fluid on there or something. It was like, oh fuck, I fucked up. Because okay, I've done this before. Like, have you ever done like the spray paint or like hairspray?
Nope, I haven't.
You never taken a lighter? And
No, why would
hairspray?
I?
Nah, because it's like every
Because I'm not a boy.
again, guys,
It requires a penis.
13-year-olds, we bump our dicks into everything. We try and catch everything on
Requires a
fucking fire,
penis.
Right?
Yes.
Exactly. Right. So you just like walk around. And you're like, I'm gonna burn a moth. Right. And then
Wow,
you go like
you were
this.
part serial killer for a moment.
But no, I've got some serial killer fucking friends. They've turned out to be really semi-adjusted people, really well-to-do friends. And I'll tell you that offline.
Okay.
But you go like, all right. But
about
you
cargo
spray,
ships?
You spray your hair,
Bigger
your
impact
hand
on
with
the
the
environment.
hairspray, and then you go, and it goes, right? And you
Wait,
don't
it burns off though because
It burns off. 'cause
it's not an
gas.
accelerant.
But it also takes every little bit
it's
of
the
hair.
alcohol in that burns. It's
Right.
not an accelerant.
This guy,
You did that?
fuck yeah, everybody does that.
Oh my god, you're
Every
not
kid,
everybody.
every guy has done that. If you fucking are still paying attention, everybody's done that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, absolutely. So, nonetheless, this
Clearly
guy,
the poisons they're putting in our water is shrinking people's brains. Yes. I would
It's the-
agree.
could
I
it
did
be
not like
the
that.
maybe
I
it's,
was in a good mood when I gave it 3.8. Now I do like a 2.6. The rating stands.
it stands as is. You don't
It's
like
bad.
it,
Nope.
really? Let's donate that to the neighbor.
You can leave it in here and you'd be like, Travis, would you like some whiskey?
No,
And then you could be
I
like,
can donate it to him the next week to keep an eye on.
do a
our house.
trade for one of those Buffalo Traces. I'm
There's
kidding.
no Buffalo Trace. I went to the.
I'm
when,
kidding,
when I was
by the way,
there, there
because he
was
loves
none.
Buffalo Trace. And he's
No,
like,
he's
if you
not-
see any bottles,
He's not going to trade. I already looked.
I'm kidding.
So
by
anyway,
the way.
you know what? I mean, just saying, like, don't be stupid for the 19,000th fucking reason.
it's a useful.
Not
idiot
anybody
committed
here,
to
but I just
clown
wanted to share.
ideas.
This is a very important thing to.
I love that
share.
Davey said, this guy is known as a useful idiot committed to clown ideals.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
And Gigi said, how about cargo ships? Bigger impact. I didn't know that.
Oh no, that's huge. Like cargo ships have, they're like the biggest.
Why?
Impact.
Because of the exhaust that because they're so big
Yeah.
and they have to use so much.
Fuel diesel. They burn diesel. They've got 20 diesel engines on those things.
Which
Think
cracks
about
me up because,
how
you
much
know,
they
every
push it.
car is supposed to go in California.
what is
batteries.
the statistic on that? It's like the diesel use on those things is fucking insane. It's like I don't want to say it's a third, but it's like 15% of the global like
You didn't
carbon
put any of my stories up here,
dioxide
by the way. It's
output
hilarious.
is from like cargo ships.
So this leads me into a great story that you didn't even put on here. Oh, free Yetis.
What do you mean free? We're gonna free the Yetis?
Yeah, we're gonna free the Yetis.
Is that a? We talked about this earlier. Is it really?
It's not about hairy men coming out for summer. So
I
thousands
wasn't
of
talking
Yeti.
about hairy men. I was like talking about guys finally be able to grow their shit out and not have to worry
So
about
thousands of Yeti
being
coolers.
manscaped all the time.
Thousands of Yeti coolers are washing up on Alaska shores.
Why? Oh, is there a shit ton of like dead people?
Oh, weirdo.
I'm thinking ghost islands and stuff.
So, I love this because they talk about like cooler connoisseurs rejoice. Thousands of pricey Yeti coolers are washing up on the shores of Alaska after a cargo ship unintentionally sent a few cases
I
overboard.
have to use the restroom.
All told, 109 cooler containers dropped into the sea near Washington's Olympic Peninsula last year. So when I first heard this, it sounded like it was one of the big things. So it's funny that it's really only 109. But they said that they literally, the ones that fell over range anywhere from $800 to $1,500. And we don't have a Yeti cooler because they're flipping expensive, but they are literally washing up on the shores in Alaska. So people are walking away with free Yeti coolers. So if you want a free Yeti cooler, just book a trip to Alaska. I mean, I'm sure it's cheap. Not right now. But they're perfectly, and they're coming out of the ocean perfectly unscathed. So they're not dirty. They're not ugly. They're totally usable. And Greg, just so you know,
flights to fucking Alaska.
I don't know, not
Like how much are flights to Alaska?
it's
Quite
800.
honestly.
It has to be somewhere between less than $800,
Because the big ones on those fucking things.
$1,500.
Right. So if you're in Northern California or like Seattle or something like that, and you can take a quick trip out to Anchorage,
We saw that movie Keep Breathing.
but you're gonna have to ship that bitch back.
No, you're
right?
not. No,
Well-
you can put it in your luggage. Totally put it in your. It counts as a piece of your luggage.
Those things gigantic. Would it
They're not any bigger than a set of the golf club thingies.
hairspray? God damn it! Gigi just said hairspray plus lighter equals a good way to kill a fly. We literally were just talking about this outside too.
I have never. Apparently,
And we
I
were
need
talking
to
about it on the
like.
show.
Apparently, I need to buy some hairspray and try this shit.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up catching on fire, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay, real quick. Russians are breaking their arms to get out of conscription.
Yeah, I still like the Yeti
Do you know
coolers
what
better.
The you know what conscription means?
It's a draft.
No.
What's it mean?
Means you're going.
Well, isn't a draft means you're going?
No, well, draft means you're going, but there's ways around a draft.
I'm going to take some buffalo.
Just ask a whole bunch of people. Whole bunch of. You're good, Gigi. Don't worry.
Too much ice. What'd she say?
No,
I'm
she said I'm
behind?
a little behind.
Eh.
No worries.
You got a
But-
cue behind.
So I literally have to wrap a charging cord around my phone now because
Allison, there is a hurricane headed your way, and here's the beauty of it. It is going to give us 63-degree mornings.
yeah, but you might get a category 2 or 3. So, wah, wah, wah.
Hey, it already went.
You'll be
Port- it's a
fine.
different. Is it a different one than the one that went through Puerto Rico?
That's in like well,
it's early
there's-
next week.
It's but there's too many. I watched the spaghetti models
like
this
a dog hair
morning.
somewhere.
We got-
Spaghetti models is that
No,
what
you
they
see
call
all
them?
the different lines coming up different ways.
It's also what they call the highways. They call them spaghetti bowls.
They call them spaghetti models that come up. So it could hit Tampa, it might hit Clearwater, it might hit different areas, but you'll be fine. Don't worry. So no shit. So we know like Russia just said, fuck, we're gonna require 300,000 more. Just pour the rest in there, honey.
It seems so big. That's what she said. Oh, it's huge.
Well, it is what it is. Sorry, my
It's gonna be
terrorist
more
called.
ice.
What? DJ, you just missed. It was just like Beth showed her tits a couple times.
I took my shirt off, DJ, just for
Yeah.
you, and you didn't even catch it.
God damn it.
We leave next Thursday and go for a long weekend. Wait, hold on. I want to see. Right when we are going to fucking Florida. Oh,
You'll be
well,
fine.
here's the thing, because if it goes up the coast, if it misses Florida and goes up the coast, we'll be in New Hampshire when this thing hits
Oh no.
on vacation.
Nothing ever happens in New Hampshire for fucking.
Because something is supposed to hit Canada too.
It doesn't matter. All right, Russians searching how to break war in Ukraine. Russians searching how to break arm in air quotes. That's their search query. Trying to avoid deployment.
Do you think he'd care about a broken arm? I don't think he'd care about a broken arm.
No, I think there's probably certain requirements. Like if you have a broken arm, you can't.
I don't think he's going to care. He's going to be like, if
Russians
people are
are
breaking their
not-
arms, just like I closed the airport, I'm going to make people with
So this
broken
is what
arms.
happened. Like everybody the other day, he
Hitting
announced
rewind.
where they're going to do 300,000 call ups, and that's just average everyday people. And we've talked. You watch or listen to the Drinking Bros.
It sounds like
stuff
American Russia work is going to Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know
So,
where in Florida.
Russians
but
are
going to
not
Florida.
on board with Vladimir Putin's plan to amp up the war in Ukraine. Internet searches prove they're
Good gravy. Now
ready
I
to
have
go to
pee.
extremes.
Keep
So how to
talking.
break an arm started catching serious buzz amongst Russians in search results. And the frantic Googling came just 2 hours after Putin told the nation Wednesday he'd deploy up to 300,000 Russians citizens to Ukraine. So there's also the other side of it, right? That like the airports were booked. So the specific search quickly jumped from 0 out of 38 to 100. According to Newsweek, data also showed a serious spike in searches for Avia Sales. I don't know where that is. The most popular flight booking page in Russia. The site has been completely sold out of flights, and this is as of this afternoon is where I found this story. Flights to Turkey and Armenia, 2 places where citizens can go without a visa through Sunday. The search results also come to the country's as the country started to lose ground. You can just walk by, honey. As the country started to lose ground in Ukraine, that's neither here nor there. Several protests were held, but the idea that they're willing to start fucking breaking their arms means that they don't want to fight. But the alternative is treason and shot in the head.
What?
If you don't go,
They can still do that.
it's fucking Russia. Or you go to
I
the
just
gulag,
don't understand
right?
why we haven't killed him. I know we can't find him. I
Well,
get that.
I'm fairly certain he's dying of cancer. And all
He
this shit.
looks exactly the same though that he did like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
That's the weird
He's
thing.
almost like in formaldehyde at this point. I don't know.
I don't know either.
do you guys think?
So I still think like if they start breaking their arm and that's a thing, he's gonna be like, yeah, give him a flexible cat.
but
Like
so okay, this is what I would say this is what I was thinking for them.
because if you
it's like,
break your elbow, they're still gonna put you in this kind of cast. So you can be like,
Well, you go over
Pew, pew,
and you
pew.
do all your shit and right and you fucking go into
why
it.
is he
and then you
forcing people?
say,
Is he?
"Fuck
Is
it."
it because he's losing now? So he's like, we need more soldiers because they're.
they have no care about human life. There's
No, but that's what I'm saying. So he's lost a bunch of shoulders, so he needs more, so that they quit
so
losing.
this is the risk. Right?
ground?
So if you were say you're a 25-year-old dude, you got a wife and a kid,
Mhm.
right? And they say you don't go, I'm gonna kill your fucking wife and kid.
You're gonna go,
You're gonna go, right? So
and then they're not gonna compensate your wife and your kid when you die.
or they're just gonna kill. Right. Well, they used. I think at the beginning of this, they were trying to,
Also
but
said, well, but
they don't have
Biden's
the
still
money to
alive,
do it. Right?
so-
They don't have the money to even compensate anymore because they don't even know how many people they've lost. Like, there's no. I think there's estimates, but it's just a fucking weird thing to think about. Like in the U.S., like when we had the draft, there were definitely draft dodgers, and there were definitely people that didn't want to go but still went and did all the fucking things or broke their ankles. And every goddamn president in the last fucking however many years has done it, right? Or they go into the National Guard, or they go in the Air National Guard, and they're protected because they
only get called out.
I'm somebody's somebody's
They still get
kid,
called out when necessary, but it's rarely needed.
right. So it's fucked
We
up.
know a lot of people in the National
And I'm
Guard.
I don't agree with but these are normal fucking people in
Right.
Russia.
They're
like,
not.
I just want to live my
They don't
fucking
want to
life.
be soldiers.
Yeah.
These guys in the National Guard want to be. They either were soldiers,
Yeah.
or wanted to be able to be a soldier, but they had other responsibility.
Right. So you go like,
Um,
okay, and I
And
understand this.
Allison said, "Well, Biden is still alive, but Biden looks horrible."
Dude, did you guys see the
other-
video today?
what's his name still looks. He doesn't look horrible. His brain may be horrible, and maybe he's dying of cancer on the inside.
If they
But
put,
he's got a great makeup artist. Then
yeah, I don't even think he knows.
are you talking? We're not talking about Biden.
No, I know. We're talking about. I was talking about Biden.
No, she said Biden's still alive. So,
Oh yeah.
because I said he doesn't look like he's changed any. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You guys want to talk about the Jeffrey Dahmer show?
Oh, so I love it. So, Allison said, "Hit me up when you're in Tampa."
Hit you up with what?
Because he's going to St. Pete. His brother owns a house in St. Pete.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
so jealous. I would own a house in St. Pete in a heartbeat.
That's where Mike lives.
I just such.
I love that quaint little community. That
Now,
town,
okay, so I have a question about St. Pete. So where we saw where he lives, is that all how all of St. Pete looks, or is that just his neighborhood?
No, it's an older community, so it's all. I mean, well, you have like the downtown area, and it's like
It's
a lot
all
of
new, like they're
right. Restored kind of areas.
Right.
A lot of those places. So,
But I
really
loved. I would live in St. Pete in a heartbeat. It's probably a gazillion
can't
dollars.
afford it. Like we would have needed to move there 10 years ago, just
No.
like our buddies.
I don't want to live in a hurricane-prone zone.
I wouldn't mind.
Hurricane?
I don't care. Fucking hurricane's a hurricane. Like whatever.
Until it knocks your fucking house down.
You get in the car and you leave.
Have you seen the places in the Gulf of Mexico that have gotten demolished?
Yeah,
I
but
think
they
people
suck.
that live
They
there
were-
would disagree with. They don't suck.
I'm just kidding.
Being a dickhead, babes.
Real quick,
Yes.
go out, check out we've got the new shirts up on you don't probably have it pulled up.
No.
But out on Minor League Studios, you can go out and find the new Whiskey Kitty shirts out there. We're gonna have new shirts for the whiskey guys, the whiskey gents, whatever we're gonna figure out what we're gonna name that. I just saw the initial drawings last night on
Mr.
that.
Kitty.
Mr. Kitty, no Whiskey Kid, Whiskey Cat, something like that. We're gonna come up with some fucking new names. But Beth shirts are out there. Minor League Studios. You go into the bar is open. You go to the shop. Bar is open. But you can also see everybody else that's out there supported underneath that page. And then we also dropped the price for just the original bar is open.
It has
shirts.
blown up,
So
Matt.
$10 if you want to buy
lot.
some. There's a couple left. Do us a favor. Throw us $10. There's a bunch out there. Fucking buy them. Give them away. Give them. Christmas is coming around the corner. Oh, and
She'll
then
be
I'm
coming
gonna be
around the corner.
I'm gonna be
when she
jamming this one out
comes.
pretty quick. We've got the Ghost Kitty shirt, which looks dope as fuck.
Oh, you didn't show me a picture.
I sent you everything to this afternoon.
Oh, you
and
did to my
just don't
email? You just
pay
didn't-
atten- No, I said
Oh.
I texted to you. You just
No, you
don't like
didn't.
you don't like life, so you don't pay attention
Nah,
because you were
just
just
don't-
reading.
I'm going
books.
through menopause. I don't
So
like
there's
you.
gonna be a whiskey Ghost
That's
Kitty.
going to be my excuse for
So
everything,
it's gonna
just
be
so you
rad.
know.
So that one would be kind of fun. So
Just,
check that out. Also, Sheath underwear.
I want you to show me where
Keep in
you
mind,
sent
you
that
can
to
go
me.
out to Sheath Underwear. Maybe it's in your email. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sheath Underwear, you can go out there and get 20% off using the discount code. The bar is open. If you want some Sheath
Now that's a
Underwear.
good whiskey.
Um,
Still kind of warm, though. Needs more ice because there's too much whiskey in there. I'm not
Close.
drinking any more alcohol after that. Wow.
No.
I'm going to be.
it's all good. Who do you want to be the next James Bond?
Idris Elba.
Okay, so he's not going to do it.
Hmm.
So the reason being is this. It's a 10 to 12 year commitment.
Is it seriously?
Yeah, because they're
Because you have to do 4 films.
because they were talking about the number of films.
See,
you have to
that's
do.
ridiculous. No.
Because they want it to be
because
kind of.
Does it stop you from being able to do other films?
I think.
Well,
A
no, let's be
bit.
honest.
Like, you can
because
do
he
other
was, what's
smaller
his name?
projects.
English dude, white boy. He did
Daniel
Cowboys
Craig.
and Aliens while he was.
Yeah, but
He didn't
remember,
do
there
much
was like
more than
this,
that,
There
did
was a
he?
big dispute.
Oh,
in
he
the
did
middle of
do that.
Who do you guys got? Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt would be good.
Cheers, womb.
Yeah, Chris Pratt would be good.
We haven't done a cheers in a minute. Cheers, honey.
He is.
Why don't you instead of
Henry
drinking
Cavill?
that, crack that and sip that while you let that sit.
Henry Cavill.
Funny you say that.
He is English.
English. All right. So
And he
there's a
is
new
beautiful.
favorite, and they
And he
use,
does like it's shaken, not
they use
stirred.
the U
Stirred,
in
not
favorite,
shaken. Was
so
it?
you know it's
Is it shaken, not stirred, or stirred, not shaken? Shaken, not
shaken,
stirred.
not stirred.
Right.
They use the U in favorite Favorite.
Oh, dude, I read authors from England. They spell everything backwards.
They're
Z's or S's.
Yep.
They have E's at the
All
end
right,
of shit.
So there's a new favorite to be the next James Bond.
Oh, I didn't sip though.
Well, Daniel Craig, it was 007 was tough. He was awesome, right? I like that guy. I mean, I thought he was great, right? They talk about. I'm trying to get to the Idris Elba part real quick. Hang on 1 second. Get linked with the
I
with
do know that,
playing
Allison.
Bond doesn't require much beyond being a good-looking actor in a suit. Though there are some clear favorites in the pack. Idris Elba, number one, right? We had talked about, I think he's been in the talks for fucking 10 years, probably more, right? But it looks like he's not going to get the job. That they said Bond was a 10 to 12 year commitment with the expectation that the next actor would star in multiple movies.
I mean, they did do 4.
Right.
What year did Daniel Craig start being Bond?
Okay, so it gets into that. So at 50 years old, with at least a couple of years before the next Bond film, it might be a bit much to expect. Elba, so he is 50 now, right? And he's DJing and he's doing all of this fucking.
He's
cool
only
shit.
50? Oh no,
He
Edris,
is 50.
Edris, yeah.
Idris Elba.
God, he's beautiful.
But
though.
I mean, like, he's 50 years old.
I'm not crazy about his latest movie,
Who
but
gives a fuck? He's 50 and he's
is-
just partying. He's got that rad fucking.
he's only 50. I mean, I could date him. I'm only 2 years older than him then. I mean, I am married, so that makes it difficult.
Well,
so.
even if you weren't, like, he's going for.
What are you?
He's going
Hold,
for.
hold on.
he's going
I want
for-
to clarify.
He's going for Leonardo DiCaprio.
I want to clarify that you're
25-year-old.
saying I couldn't get him.
No, you can't.
You're so
You
dead
can't.
to me.
Just like I can't get.
I would never tell
Kate-
you that.
Just like I can't.
I would
get,
be like, baby, you could totally get Kate Beckinsale.
No,
you
no.
could totally get
You're-
her.
You're just lying to me at that point. No, that's unfair.
No, it's called.
No, I don't need you to boost my ego because I'm like,
I'm not
okay,
boosting your
I'm
fucking
moving
ego.
to fucking New York. This is Saturday Night Live. It's never gonna happen because isn't that where fucking fucktard went? I think he was on where he got Kate Beckinsale. Butthole eyes.
Oh,
Butthole eyes.
butthole eyes.
Yeah, the fucking dude with the Crohn's disease and all that.
Oh
stuff.
no, he didn't get Kate Beckinsale. He got
No, he banged Kate Beckinsale.
Did he really?
Dude, that guy's got
He
a
must.
quiver of
He must have
fucking
a
hot chicks.
great weenie.
Dude, I don't know. But no matter what, he's shitting on everybody, so it doesn't matter. All right, so Daniel Craig ended his run in 2000 as 07 and 53. He started at like 41, right? And even with Daniel Craig at 41, he still looked like he was 60 fucking 4.
He does look old.
Like he's got the
He's got the
more wrinkles
very
in his goddamn
he's
forehead.
got the very English skin
He's
that
got a great like physique, but he looks like a goddamn troll.
he didn't wear sunblock.
Right? He looks like a goddamn troll. So I don't know. What do you do with
I mean, but do you really need to look at his face? Probably not.
Well, I think so because
can
he's
just
wearing a
put a pillow
goddamn
over
suit half the
I
time.
could just put a pillow over it and be like, "He
No,
loves you.
no, are you
Mommy.
smothering him?
I just love
Like,
mommy loves
and
you."
then you give
Turn your
him-
head to the
And
side.
then you give him mouth to mouth, like, come back. And he's like, a couple of chest compressions. Right.
They need to
So-
learn about that in school.
All right. Somebody younger than, though maybe not as young as 26-year-old Tom Holland.
Oh, I love him though.
Spider-Man.
But he was also in Charter
But not him.
or the movie we just watched with him and Wahlberg.
Yeah,
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
He did really good in that movie with all the like physicality and the acting.
You're going to like this show.
But he would be
Just stop talking.
young because
You
I
ready?
feel like James Bond has to be at least 45.
A little mature.
Little
bit
like
more mature.
45.
Who you got?
I told you already.
Who?
Superman. Or him.
He would actually be a good fucking idea.
He would
If
be.
anybody knew who the fuck was behind that.
They know who is behind it because they know I love 50 Shades of Grey. It is.
According to the bookies, the clear favorite to
Grey.
become the next
AKA.
Bond is Henry Cavill, who has long been another popular
Here's the thing:
choice
if they
among
make him,
Bond
if
fans
they
to
make him
succeed.
Bond, he's going to be without his shirt more often than Bonds normally are.
But is he gonna take
He better get rid of that fucking
the
mustache, though.
swinging rope to the nutsack? Like,
Yes, he is because that's not an actor; that's a Bond characteristic. The actor didn't really get hit in the nuts, just so you know.
dude, They should test
I
it.
forgot that they did
Make
that.
sure.
I forgot that they
Jamie-
did that.
Jamie Dorman. Yeah, no, Dornan. Yeah. we know.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be good too. He'd have to bulk up a little bit because he is.
But do you? I don't think you
He's-
do. I think as long as you're fit,
What was the word I can say? I want to say
sinewy.
sinewy. He's sinewy.
No,
he's
he's
very
pretty-
cut, but he's not.
No, he's
big.
like I think
He's not a big dude.
John Hamm. I think his dick
Who's
gets in the
John
way.
Hamm? Oh, wait, is that the guy from?
Madman.
I think he's too old. How old is John Hamm?
Probably 51.
Hey Siri.
Jamie Dornan.
old is
I
John
think
Hamm?
maybe the next one, but I don't think he's that
51.
small.
He's too old.
I don't think Jamie Dornan's that.
John Hamm's
small.
51. He's too old.
Right. So he's pretty ripped in 50 Shades, like, and then you add
he's-
like
he's
martial
not-
arts
He's
to it.
ripped in the sense that he has no fat, but
I
he's
bet
not
you
huge.
put Jamie Dornan next to Daniel Craig, and they're the same. fucking
Probably.
size.
I would agree with that. Henry Cavill's going to be bigger.
Henry Cavill is gonna set. He's gonna change the
So
dichotomy.
fucking beautiful, dude.
That
like,
dude is just
he
like
is,
a big dude.
He's gorgeous. Like he is the Adonis.
Can you slow down?
My books say often like a Greek. He was carved
like a
of
Greek
granite.
god.
He was carved out of granite.
Hemsworth. Do you think Hemsworth?
Oh, I could
I
see
mean,
that though.
See it.
I could
but
see it.
He's Australian.
Do you think he could do an English accent though?
But he's Australian, isn't he?
He is
Isn't that
Australian.
Pretty much fucking English.
No, they're very different. Not English.
Good day, mate.
No, they're very different
Oi,
with their.
Give me my pasty.
I'm gonna say it in the Mexican where
I've
the
never
Enyes
acted
are,
in
they're
my
very
entire life.
different.
You're welcome
Like
for
I
that.
think that taller and bigger than both of them bitches.
I'm at.
Room Raider,
Dude, try out, motherfucker.
do it, and then we can say we knew you when.
As long as you got that 18-pack.
We knew you when you used to listen to our show. But Gigi's, that's a good. I hadn't even thought about him. There's so many good.
potentials.
There are.
See, I think, but Superman's getting kind of round, and then I think,
But it depends on what he's got lined up with.
but all that shit, I think that's pretty much done. I think he's
What?
Superman.
You think
shit.
he's done with Superman?